Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. So today we're doing a little bit of a ride. We're on our way to see some beaches here in the nation's capital. So we'll say today's episode is brought to you by sand, because that's what we're going to go walk on today. So we'll be visiting four beaches here in the Ottawa area. Our first stop is Britannia Beach. Britannia Beach is a nice little spot. It's got outdoor barbecues, so you can use the coal ones, not the propane ones. Right now we're just going through a neighborhood just on our way to get there. Taking the scenic route today. We had a big thunderstorm warning, and the rain came, and finally the humidity broke. So again, I'm still waiting on parts for my motorcycle. So I got the wife's bike here. That's a good bike. I like this Brago. See, we'll just kind of go some major routes. But Ottawa's got, I would say these beaches that we're going to go see today together are primarily the biggest beaches in Ottawa. From my experience, I could be wrong. I'm not an official tourism of hashtag Ottawa or anything crazy like that. Just since I had lived here, I've noticed the amount of crowds around here. So, I want to say 3 of the beaches we're seeing are on the Ottawa River, and 1 is on the Rideau River. So, yeah, it should be a good ride. It is a weekday. It is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Happy hump day for everybody out there. We're on our way right now just down to, this is the promenade or the road into Britannia Beach. You can see from the parking lot, it gets busy and gets busy quick. It's a little deceptive because it looks small, but you'll see if I find a parking spot. Oh yeah, there's some parking spots. If I get a parking spot here, I'll bring you out and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're all set up here. As you can see behind me, there's green space. That's where I'm parked, and I'll give you kind of a 360 there. So this is just the tip of the iceberg here, so let's continue. I don't know if anyone else has this issue with GoPro, but in that sealed or waterproof mount, does your GoPro get really hot? Mine does. I thought it was scorching, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just the sun, but even on sunless days, cloudy days, it's quite good. So there you go. As you can see, it's large. So you can see the blue fence in the background. And then it goes there's the building, and then I'll take you forward if I can. I haven't been here in a while, but this was all underwater in the springtime. Not this spring, in the spring of 2019. But there's the outdoor barbecues. I've used them. We've had friends and get-togethers in this park. It's really good. It's playgrounds, and so it's child friendly. Where they have all the sand, I assume because of in the spring of 2019, it's all flooded. We got flooded and probably washed a lot of the sand away, so they're just reclaiming some of the shoreline, I suppose. But yeah, I used to play volleyball here. There's a rec league, a volleyball rec league, and it's pretty good. So I doubt that this beach will be open this year, at least this summer, because it's already August, and that's where they got. So maybe September they might reopen it. Anyway, so looking at the sailboats, you're looking north to Quebec. That way is to downtown. And that way behind me is to Canada. Now, you saw the bicycle path I crossed coming here. That goes all the way downtown, as well as continues out to Canada. So you can get on that and go right down to Parliament, and then from Parliament to come here. I think it's about 12-13 kilometers. I could be wrong. Just walked to back there's where I came from. This is like a little peninsula thing, and here's the new beach. I mean, this was always here. This isn't new, but this is where now people are swimming. It's pretty nice. Very nice. So now I'm just gonna do a full loop. I'll go back. I'm not sure if you can see it off in the distance, way over there. That's the Nepean Sailing Club. So a lot of sailboats there. A lot of sailboats. Okay, so there's that little island that I've walked around. Looking over here, there's still more park. Another parking lot. As you can see, this beach you can get to directly with public transit. Westboro Beach, I know it's close, it's indirect. You have to walk a couple blocks to get to the beach. Petrie Island, we'll confirm when we get out there. And Mooney's Bay, you can directly get dropped off right at the beach. So far 2 out of 4 ain't bad, possibly 3 out of 4. Anyway, and some of you might be asking what that building there is. It's like a rec center, I think, like a Rexplex. Kind of not a Rexplex, just like a rec center for day camps and stuff. And then that other building there, there's change rooms, washrooms, and it's got a little bar, pub type thing there. But yeah, so this is Britannia Beach, folks. Again, it's a little larger than what it first seems when you come in. But we'll get back to the bike, we'll get riding, and we'll get going on to the next beach. Okay, everybody, we're back. I'm back on the road, rolling. So, one additional point that I figured I'd address early on here is that don't park where you're not supposed to. Rule number 1, any of these beaches or any of these outdoor areas, don't think you can park in a spot, whatever. The city bylaw officers know this. These are hot spots. So if you think you're gonna park there and get away with it, you're likely not. I mean, sure, there's stories of people that do, and park in the lines, park where you're supposed to. Don't try to park where you're not supposed to, because you'll get ticketed. And they'll know. They'll come. They'll mark your tires too, because as far as I know, all city parking, all street parking, that's legit in Ottawa, or legal, 3-hour maximum time limit. And bylaw know this, and they'll come around. And there's hotter areas than others in the city, so you just have to be cognizant of what you're doing when you're parking, because you will get a ticket. Wow. Lots of construction right now, right here. So there you see more cyclists. There's more of the bike routes. They actually intertwine. They're quite connected, interconnected here at the north side of the 417 towards the water. They really did a good job. The city of Ottawa, good job interconnecting them. So we're just heading to Westboro Beach now. And you can see here, as I turn the corner, there's the Ottawa River. And if you're wondering, Westboro Beach and Britannia Beach aren't really that far apart. They're probably 3 or 4 kilometers along the bike path by the river, just in case you're wondering. Okay, so beach number 2 on the list of 4. And by no means is this an exhaustive list, and by no means is this a list of importance. There's other small parks and small things around Ottawa that you can find. I'm just picking the most common ones, or at least family orientated. Alright, so as you saw, there's the parking lot there, but there's more. Okay, so you see behind me there's this tunnel that leads up into Westboro. There's other parking. There's an additional parking lot just on the other side of that fence, and then there's of course street parking, but remember the bylaw thing. As you can see, this beach is pretty
beautiful. So if you're wanting to do a beach day here in Ottawa, you should expect to come here early and claim your stake in the sand, because it's not a very large beach. As you can see, kind of ends there. And if you get hungry, there is a kitchen here that you can get some food at. So I think they serve alcohol too. There's another spot along this pathway that way, further down. It's a small park. It's Remick Rapids, and in there they got a small like kitchen side. It's like a patio food truck kind of thing, and they serve alcohol there as well, in case you're wondering. So it's patio season, so they got a couple patios here. But that's it. So again, there you go, Westboro Beach. So unfortunately at Westboro Beach here, they don't have toilet facilities as they do at Britannia. And there you can look at that. You can read all about the Ottawa River there. Perfect. Cool. So there it is, Westboro Beach. Alright, so while I have everybody here still, sometimes these beaches get closed down. And you can see, I've been to 2 of the beaches and there's lots of birds. And they'll do testing and say the E. coli levels are high, and they'll shut the beach down. So just be conscious of that. Everything's online. Like, you can go on City of Ottawa website and actually get live update to see the swimming conditions and stuff of the beaches you want to go to. Anyway, we'll jump back on the bike and continue our way east, possibly south. I will hit Mooney's Bay, and then I think I'll end today at Petrie Island. It'll be a good ride. Anyway, back at it.
Now there also are beaches on the north side, on the Quebec side, and they're quite popular too. So again, if you can't find a spot here in Ottawa for some beach time, just head across the river and use Quebec. Quebec is a similar setup to what you've seen so far. There's beaches, there's parking. I think the beaches that I'm thinking of over there have full washrooms. There's some that don't, but there's a couple popular ones over there, and I'll maybe do a future video on that, of the Quebec beaches. So just keep that in mind. It's the same water, it's the same river, and it gives you a different perspective. So you can see Gatineau from this side, and you go to the other side, you can see Ottawa. So it's pretty neat. So off to the left there, right there, that's Remick Rapids. But again, all this pathways along the water, from my bike to work series to this stuff, again, it's all NCC land. It's all not plowed or maintained. Hey, the heart of the nation, folks, right there, downtown Ottawa, Ontario. So what you're looking at, those buildings over there to the left, that's Gatineau. Over to the right, that's Ottawa. In between there, there's the river. It's actually quite interesting if anybody cares to, is out there, likes history. There's a lot of history with logging and industrialization along the Ottawa River back when Ottawa first started. So just so if you're wondering what, why, and how things are, that may help you answer that question. So right directly there to my left, right there, is Spark Street. Spark Street is a traffic-free pedestrian area where they have artists and street performers that's where they go to perform. There's pubs, there's all sorts of shops and stuff down there, so it's kind of pretty neat. Come to Ottawa, there's a lot of one-ways downtown, so be prepared to do one-way street navigation. There's a much quicker way to get from where I was at Westboro Beach to Mooney's Bay, but again, we're going the scenic road, folks. You get to see what I get to see. I mean, the 417 is only so majestic once. So we're on Bank Street right now, so if I keep going straight down that way, that's where TD Stadium is. You know what, heck, let's go this way. It's like 6 in one, half dozen of the other. Honestly, it'll all work itself out in the end. Again, this is another area people like to go and dine out. There's a lot of restaurants down here, a lot of pubs. We used to have those Bixie bikes or rented bicycles, whatever company it was, and now they have scooters. So there's all these scooters running around. You may have seen it in my bicycling, my bike to work series, but in the mornings, I don't know, they just look like just discarded robots or some sort of weird science fiction novel. There's just all these dying scooters lying around. So this is like the TD area, TD Place, and they got all this built up exhibition stuff. So if you like craft beers, and you like a lot of them, that beer market is probably where you want to go. And just to the left is where the Red Blacks play. It's where the Ottawa 67s play, and it's where the I don't even know, the soccer team plays. So the ice arena is actually below ground. It's in the basement. It's really cool. I've been there. I've been to a Red Blacks game and 67s game, so definitely worth checking out. If you don't have to drive down here, don't drive down here. There's an old, so that's like TD Place, Lansdowne Park. So behind it there's like a skate park. There's like a splash park. That's a very family oriented area. So that's another good spot, and that's another thing too. Beaches are one thing, but all the parks in the city have splash pads. So you can always head down there and check that out. And this is out on Riverside Drive. We're heading south now. Give or take south. So this is all like one interconnected giant green area. There we go, we're at Mooney's Bay now, folks. And it looks like you have to pay for parking. There's some hang gliders that hang glide off that hill, apparently. That's kind of cool. See if we can get some photos of that, some video of that. So again, this is busy, and don't park where you shouldn't be parking. I can't stress that enough. So, but this is all park. So they got a play structure over there, and that's new. That was not there before. Is this guy leaving? Perfect.
All right, so we're at Mooney's Bay. This is it. This is huge. It's probably the longest one. So there's that hill where people are hang gliding down. I'll see if I can get a shot. Playground over there, all the water. Beach 1, beach 2. Over there, that's where they have that patio and Baja Burgers. The gray building is washrooms and change rooms and stuff, so it's well equipped here at Mooney's Bay, and you can see why the parking lot was just jam-packed. There he goes. Oh, look at that. Cool. That was really cool. Right on. Oh, he's got some supporters there. That's fantastic. So again, all of this biking path, all this stretch, it's all connected. So if you go back up that way, you'll connect all the way back down to downtown. You go right along the canal, and then it kicks off into here. There's a football field over there. This giant hill that's on the other side. Maybe walk around and show you what I'm talking about. It's used as a ski hill, a tobogganing hill in the wintertime, as well as they cut or they make a cross-country ski circuit around here. Somebody does. I don't know if the city does it or if it's just a bunch of people that do it. But there it is there. There's bleachers that way, ball diamonds. So Mooney's Bay is quite got everything. Got one more beach left. So far, Westboro Beach, parking costs, no cost to park there. Britannia Beach, no cost to park there. Here, there's a cost to park here. And so here by Mooney's Bay and Petrie Island, I don't know, but we'll find out when we get out there. But it's busy. And there's another playground, maybe not that elaborate, but down over there on the other side of the beach. I'm going that way on the road, so when I go by, I'll point it out to everybody. It's fantastic. And in previous years, this is where they have the dragon boat races. I think it's up around there is the start, and you can go down. Anyway, I'm gonna change the battery. We'll get back on the bike, get on the road again.
Parking, $1 for 30 minutes, in case you're wondering. There we go. So there's that other playground, as well as more beach, and the park continues. There is residential around here, but be careful. By law, it might be ticketed, it might say no parking, street permits only. Don't park there. As I said, by law knows what people like to do. They like to calm down here, or these places, and hand out tickets. And you want to save yourself $60, I think it is, for a ticket. So save yourself some money and don't park there. Anyway, it goes all the way down to here. I think it's like the very tip of Mooney's Bay right there. Out to Orleans, which is where Petrie Island is located. And that's a busy beach because you can launch, there's a marina there, and you can launch your boat. I don't know if you can launch your boat at the Nepean Sailing Club. I think you can. You might have to pay for it. Again, I don't have a boat, so I don't know what the rules are, but just giving you what I know.
Okay folks, so we made it to Petrie Island. I noticed that in the holder at some point my camera shut off. I don't know if it was because it overheated or how much footage it got. You didn't really miss anything too big. I still got a lot of battery power left, so on the way back we'll get the out footage, I guess. But yeah, I won't know until I get back home and edit it. Anyway, so parking lot, it's paid. This part here, it's all paid parking, 75 cents 30 minutes. Mooney's Bay was $1 for 30 minutes, so just give you some comparison. Over here, all this area, you can launch a canoe. I've never really explored around here, so we're gonna explore together. So here's the map. Came in here. when we got flooded in 2019, the water was going over this road here. So I came in this road and around, and now I'm parked in here somewhere at one of the spots there. But here's the beach. Here's all these trails. And we're gonna go check it out. Okay, I've seen it nuts in here where like the parking lot is jam-packed and there's people on the out all like parked. It's crazy. Craziness. Show you what I see. It looks like day camp or some sort of camp area for something. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. There's one of the beaches. There's another one there. So it looks like some reclamation happened on the shoreline after the flooding. So out over there, that's just a giant island. There's still more river on the other side of it. So according to the map, all you see up here is the East Beach. If you see way in the distance on the foreground there's cars. That's the rest of the Highway 174 Old Montreal Road. You can go all the way to Montreal on that road. It follows the Ottawa River as far as it can. I've done that drive. It's really nice. But there again, there's a behind me there's a pub or a patio, so you can come out here, grab a burger, grab some food. Okay, alright folks, I'm just sitting on this little canoe dock here, soaking my feet. The water is absolutely warm. It's gorgeous. So I hope everybody out there enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in for this long. Appreciate that. So here's the beach summary. Boom. First beach we went to, Britannia Beach. Okay. Second beach, Westboro. Third beach, Mooney's Bay. Fourth beach, right here, Petrie Island, where I'm doing the outro. Okay. So let's first do some pros and cons here. So Britannia Beach, free parking, great location, transit ready. You can get there by transit, and it has full amenities, full washrooms, change room, and it has a water fountain there. It's potable water, so you can drink it up. It also has a little cafe, patio thing where you can order beverages and food. So it's got pretty good. The downside is it is a popular beach, and once parking there is full, the only other option is to park somewhere else on the street, although by law again knows these hot spots, so they patrol. I can warn you right now, do not park on what you think is a parking spot. If it's not clearly delineated as a parking spot, and this goes for all the parks, you will get ticketed. I thought, oh, I'm on a motorcycle, I can park here. Negative. There's in these four beach areas that I went to, there's no motorcycle only or motorcycle specific parking. It's vehicle to vehicle, which kind of frustrates. It's kind of frustrating because on all the pay for parking meters, they have a motorcycle button, and when you press it, it says not valid. Come on, Ottawa, what the heck? Anyway, moving on. Beach number 2, Westboro Beach. It's a small location. Parking is limited at best. It has a restaurant. It has porta potties. It doesn't have full washroom facilities. If it does, they're limited. It's a small one. And I think the only source of drinks other than you bring your own is buying water or pop or beer at the bar patio that they have there. Additional parking in Westboro Beach is through that tunnel area like I showed you, and there's a fence, and then you can park on the street and you just walk into the tunnel and you're at Westboro Beach. Third beach, Mooney's Bay. Busy beach. You saw how long Mooney's Bay is. It's a very huge area on the Rideau River. So the first two beaches that we talked about were on the Ottawa River. So Mooney's Bay is the one we went to on the Rideau River. That being said, parking, it's paid parking, $1 for every 30 minutes. It's got a huge expansive playground. It's got multiple playgrounds. I don't know if there's a splash pad in either one of them, so I'm not sure, but long stretches of beach, long stretches of grass. It can be brought to you, whoop, my words are getting ahead of my mouth. You can take public transit there, like directly. So Britannia, Mooney's Bay, direct transport. Sorry, transit, OC Transpo can get you right there. Westboro, it's indirect. You can get there, but you'd have to walk some distance to there. There's no bus stops on the parkway. It'd be in behind in the Westboro neighborhood, and then you'd have to walk in. All right, so I lost my place. Mooney's Bay, boom. So big expansion beach, full washrooms. They have a burger patio joint there, so you don't have to bring food or drink. Again, they have a water fountain there. It's potable, so you can fill up your water if you run out, so you don't have to worry about lugging extra water if you don't want to. You will see boating traffic on the canal. You cannot launch a boat there. You can't launch one at Britannia, and you can't launch one at Westboro. Canoes, sure. Motorized boats, not happening. So there you go. Moving on to the final stop here, Petrie Island. So Petrie Island does have a marina. You can rent things from the marina. You can walk down and rent like stand-up paddleboards or kayaks from a rental place there. I think you can do the same at Mooney's Bay. I'm not sure. And once Britannia gets going, you might have been able to, but not sure. At Westboro, I don't think you can. Again, everything will cost you there. Parking here is 75 cents for 30 minutes, so it's a little cheaper. Again, has full washroom facilities, water facilities. There is free parking. You'll see it on the way out. I'll point it out. And you'll have to walk. It's probably about 250 meters from there to the start of the parking lot where I'm parked. And then you still have to go onto the beach. So after that, it's all right. I did see right now currently that there was no bar patio service available. There is a spot for it, but as I mentioned earlier when I first got here, I thought it was open. After going up there, I saw it was not open, not at this time anyway. So who knows, maybe they're waiting for licensing. But anyway, that being said, that wraps up the beach series, folks, in Ottawa. So let me know down below in the comments what your favorite beach is here in the Ottawa area, and or on the Quebec side in Gatineau. Let me know. I'm open to feedback. I love to hear what your thoughts and questions are, and if you feel that there's something that you want me to cover, motorcycle related-ish or cycle related in the city of Ottawa or whatever, please let me know down below in the comments. But until then, anyway, I'll leave it at that. So in the meantime, take care, keep between the ditches, have fun, bye.